Thank you for joining us on this week's edition of Art House. I'm Melinda Akinlami. On today's episode, we'll be looking at what young hands are doing in the art world, whether it's visual or performing arts, from the Third Pyramid Art Center in Abuja to the Muson Center in Lagos, which played host to these creatives. I'll give you details in a moment.
The first book I wrote was The Bride Price, which was a romantic book. But my husband burnt the book when he saw it. It was the typical African woman. I'd done this privately. I wanted him to look at it, approve it. I believe that the best learning process of any kind of craft is just to look at the work of others.
We begin with the Beeta Playwriting edition, which is the second in the series. The young writers who had potentials were discovered, their plays were performed, and they were rewarded as well.
This performance is part of a competition to find new voices in Nigerian literature, voices that can tell the Nigerian story. That's how the organizers have described the Beeta Playwriting program, which is in its second series.
The king is incapacitated by his ill health. Tell me, my priestess, in his condition, who offers the year's annual sacrifice to Isang?
Isang understands the state of the king's health. Whereas, you should stop asking questions about things which are beyond you. These things are far beyond your concern. Listen, if a monkey is curious to see the face of the hunter before running away, then such a monkey is likely to end up in a pot of soup. Do not say I did not warn you.
The Beeta Playwright competition, I created it in 2016 to find new literary voices in the genre of drama in Nigerian literature, because I felt there was a vacuum. As a young actress and producer, I was always seeking for new work to identify ways to produce, to star in, and a lot of times we went back to our greats like Professor Wole Soyinka, and I just thought, where is the documentation of young playwrights in my generation? And it was very difficult to find where they were or to find their work. Not to say that there are not any writing, but who was documenting their process. And so I had the idea to start the Beeta Playwright competition, and I'm very pleased to say it took a bit to get off the ground for me to understand what exactly I was going to do with it and how far I was going to go. But this is our second edition, so we're very, very pleased, and it's been an amazing journey for us.
This year, 348 entries were submitted by aspiring writers from across the country.
Alake is not less beautiful, but I am talking about Ewatomi.
Ìbájìmí ọ̀dà nǹkan mọ̀. Lóòótọ́ ọmọ tẹ́yà bá bí.
Ẹ̀yà náà ní jọ. See, Ewatomi danced so beautifully yesterday. Then it was as if the rhythm of my drum was meant for her. See, she has called out to the drum, and the drum has been restless since yesterday. In fact, it has requested the dance of your beautiful Ewatomi. Balogun. Balogun. Balogun.
Balogun.
Will you oblige me?
Ìfájìmí. Ọmọ sẹ́mi. Ọmọ sẹ́mi wọnú egungun. Have you ever asked a thing of me that I didn't give you? Ìfájìmí.
Balogun.
Ìfájìmí.
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 Balogun.
Why not? Why not? Ewatomi loves to dance.
Just the same way I love to draw.
Hey, Yomaida. Everybody, Ezekiel, come outside. Alake, who called you? Lofobo.
Balogun. Efomole. Alake, don't worry. Don't worry, your time will come. Alamu will come for you. But for now, excuse us. Excuse us.
Excuse you,
Alamu will come for you. Just
Ìfàjìmí. Ìfàjìmí. Ìfìọ́lẹ̀. Ọgbádùn. Ìfàjìmí. Ìfàjìmí. Ọmọ tó yẹ bá bí.
Ẹ̀yà náà ní jọ. Babalógun yóò dàbí.
They were later screened by a panel led by the former Director General of the National Theatre, Professor Ahmed Yerima, alongside a veteran artist, an art critic, producer and publisher who all teamed up to pick the top 10.
Hey! How did I allow this boat to fall into water now? I can't reach out to inform him that I've arrived so he can get proper directions to his house. And I know he must have been trying to reach me too. Hey! Now I have no option but to spend the night in an hotel in the middle of Lagos. Anyways, everything happens for us. Hi! It is Mama I should be more worried about. She must have been trying to reach me. I hope this won't rise before morning. What kind of hotel is this? It does not even have a fan. I must call reset. Oh Allah! Even the telephone is not working. Indeed, this is Lagos. Nothing works.
I wrote the play Room 7, and coming to Beeta Universal Art Foundation Playwriting Awards for 2019, it has actually been a wonderful one. I never expected to be part of the finalists. In fact, I got to know about the competition like a week to the end of submission dates, and I just told myself I needed to put up something. So I sent in my work, and I was shocked that I was chosen among the best 10.
I wrote the play TikTok, and basically I wrote it just because I was trying to show somebody how it should have been written, or how a story like that should have been written. Coincidentally, my wife sent me a link and I applied, and then I'm here. I'm like, wow. But the journey has been exciting and marvelous, to say the least. I'm extremely envious of Lagos because of the acceptance that theater and the arts basically has gotten here. So I'm very jealous. And now that jealousy led me to start something in Kaduna State, because I'm hoping that we can have stage plays and performances happen in Kaduna. Usually the North is looked upon as very conservative, but it's not really the case. So this is an extreme platform that puts my name and gives me something to identify with. So thank you, Beeta. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
The essence is to see how it comes out on stage. That's why scenes from the plays written by the finalists have been staged here. They include Mr. Macaroni by Rukia Jibo, TikTok Motok by Shehu Zoksok, Elias Ozekwo's Queen Akwaze, Jagagba by Abdul Qudus Ibrahim, Transparent by Kelvin Mary Ndukwe, as well as 4 others.
As with all things that have a beginning, this fickle thing we call life, sooner or later comes to an end. The calls you didn't make, the vacations you didn't take, the grudge you held onto slightly longer than you should have, the love you failed to profess, and then it hits you on those final moments. Boom! The shackles of doubt which has held you from pursuing your dreams. And then it hits you on those final moments. For you have lost out on the most important thing which life had to offer. Because you took life too seriously.
Some of the things that we looked out for ranged from structure of the play, the theme, subject matter, the plots, the way the conflict is developed, the story structure, the language, and identity, if the play reflected any particular place, or if it was a very broad-based criteria for the plays. And in terms of streamlining to getting what we eventually got as 10 finalists, it was a tough task.
At the end of the day, Jagagba stole the show and won the ultimate prize.
Well, I am so excited, I'm surprised, I am so amazing, like I can't believe I won. I am beyond words, so grateful for the opportunity.
I'm very, very happy. A big congratulations to the finalists and of course to our winner, Ibrahim Abdul Kudus from Kogi State, and the name of his play is Jagagba, and I'm so excited about it. And we're going to start the whole process of editing his play, publishing his play, putting it on stage, working with students to develop his work even further. And for all the other finalists this time, we're going to be working with every single one of them. So exciting times for us, and we're just so happy to be here today.
It's a spell like anything that, madam, your enemies are at work. Hey. I said it. Hey. Aha, the gods have spoken.
Pray, wise one, what did the gods say?
I see the face of a woman through my webcam.
Yeah!
So just like our son, the minister, received a massive applause when it hit theatres across the country, the audience will be expecting nothing less from this next project.
It's a delight to see that the next generation of writers are being encouraged to excel. We can see the future of the visual art scene on our Art House page on YouTube.
These are the works of art you sent in this week. We begin with this one done by Chris Ojibo. It's called Keep On Pressing. It's done with acrylic on chipboard. Tugotu Chima's The Senior Colleague, done with pen and acrylic on card. Optimistic Hope is a work of art done with charcoal on cartridge paper by Tosin Paul Ajayi. Temptation is an acrylic on canvas work of art done by Chidima Ikegon. Dare Olamide has this charcoal and graphite on cartridge paper work of art. Raji Enito Folorunsho has Journey to Success, a mixed media on board piece. Then finally, Akinyemi Olakunle is showing us this, his work of art. He calls Ibeji, a Yoruba word for twins. It's done with acrylic on canvas. And those are the works you sent in this week. We do encourage you to keep them coming.
Coming up on the program, we go to the nation's capital, Abuja, to enjoy a solo exhibition, but that will be in a moment. Join us again.
A woman of many parts, she is a celebrated self-taught fine artist who trained as a typist and worked as a graphic designer with Nigerian Securities Printing and Minting Corporation in Lagos before climbing to managerial level, but found more passion in her first love, the arts.